Ladies and gentlemen, as we know, resources-efficient growth and development, or green growth, is central to sustainable development. Just as sustainable development brings together the three pillars of development: economic, social, and environment. Green growth, in turn, highlights the economic dimensions of growth and sustainable use of the environment. Allow me, ladies and gentlemen, to share with you that during my presidency of the 66th session of the UN General Assembly, I designate sustainable development as an area of focus. 2012 was, of course, also the year during which the historic UN Conference on Sustainable Development, Rio+20, took place. My team and I worked to support and facilitate member states' interaction and engagement on sustainable development and lead up to Rio+20 summit. We also engaged in some instances for the very first time civil society, policy makers, think tanks, and academia institutions, as well as regional development banks on the various dimensions of sustainable development. Among the many initiatives, retreats, and thematic debates I convened was the high-level meeting on the state of the world economy. It was attended by heads of states and government and by senior-most representatives of various development banks, while centered on the issues of sustainable growth and job creation. The summit focused on creating employment for youth and women. The outcome document reflects the strong commitment of heads of states to this issue as one part of broader efforts to achieve sustainable development. I was impressed by the commitment of many to work across the boundaries and specific mandates to create meaningful partnership to address the challenges of sustainable development. These challenges that are, perhaps for the first time in history, reaching critical tipping points, whether climate change, the global financial situation, the demographic pressures with the new social and political struggles. 2011 and 2012 were the years of the Arab awakening and the call largely by youth and women for essentially practicing their basic human rights to lead their lives with dignity. This is a call that we cannot be ignored. The time of reps for paradigm shift for thinking in how we tackle development, climate change, demographic pressures, while at the same time achieve sustainable development, sustainable economic growth, and provide new opportunities for job creation that do not harm and destroy our environment. I'm glad to note that our summit is also discussing the issue of good governance of our depleting natural resources. While I am aware of the challenges of green growth, I personally want to say the opportunities and possibilities in adopting green growth as a central strategy in sustainable development. To seize these opportunities, the starting point would have to be a commitment by decision makers at the high level to encourage new ideas and innovation that bring together partners in various professions and industries. There is a strong need for leadership on this matter, and I would like to acknowledge the role of India in this regard. I am also delighted to see so many distinguished representatives from various professions at this summit. 2013 is a critical year for sustainable development. As we speak, discussions and recommendations are being made for the post-2015 development goals, development agenda, and on sustainable goals. A new architecture is emerging, and it's important to link the work of the SDS and similar think tank to these processes. This is why it is critical that we use the opportunities of the summit to present concrete recommendations for the future of sustainable development. Now is the time. As I commence work in my new role, I bear in mind we linkage created on the fourth Forum of the UN Alliance of Civilizations held in Doha in December 2011, which focus on a cross-cultural dialogue and sustainable development. We are also going to continue these findings and build on them on the fifth forum of the AOC that will be held in Vienna next month and discuss responsible leadership in diversity. Indeed, meeting the challenges we face as a global community requires ability to collaborate across various boundaries of race, genders, nationalities, and religions. This is where I can see the Alliance role. Under my tenure, I will strive to build a true alliance of civilizations and humanity with potential for development, equality of opportunities, and peace. I will need your support to work on creating a shared, broad-based vision on how to do this. I thank you.
Thank you very much.